Good morning, YouTube. It's your boy Steve from the Valley Garage, and today we're working on this here Fury, and she's getting new grips. Got new grips and don't know how to put them on? Follow me, I'll show you how. Cue the intro. Alright, so we got ourselves some new grips for the Fury. The grips that I got are universal grips. They're black, they're spiky, and they look sick. I got these from eBay. Sick. They're 30 bucks. The handlebar size for the Honda Fury is 1 inch. These are 1 inch universal grips. You can get any kind of grips that are 1 inch. Universal ones especially will work because they're universal. Wababow, wababow, wababow. I got spiky grips. The spike is cool. I'm not a big fan with these wrappings. I'd rather have them wrap all the way around. These little lines in between kind of break up the grip, but the spike looked cool, so what the hell. For 30 bucks, we're gonna put them on and we're gonna see how they worked out. You can get these on Amazon. You can get them on eBay. I'll put links in the description below. There's a whole insane amount of grip styles for you to choose from, but here they are. When you get grips, comes in a pair, one for throttle, one for regular tube. Now I'll show you my tips and tricks on how I do it and how I change grips and whatnot. Without further ado, let's get started. The throttle side is the more complicated side because you have the tube. That's what we're gonna start with. Get yourself a Phillips. So underneath your grips are 2 Phillips. Here and here. So we gotta get those off first. Crack. That's one. Oh, and that's freaking loose. Usually you gotta crack them open. 2 screws. Oh yeah. Catch them out. Put those on the parts cart. Once you take the 2 screws out, this bottom part comes out. Underneath, you'll have these 2 pins. Oh, that's one. Oh, trying to lose the camera. That's 2. Note, orientation of the throttle pin, the cables are right here. You need to give yourself as much slack as possible with the throttle tube. Now, you can only go so far because the electrical portion is wired to the bottom for the electric start. Right here, this black cable. I'm gonna get in close, right here. This black cable right here. It's preventing me from moving forward. So once you do the 2 screws and you clip off the 2 end pieces, we now have to get more slack from the electronics. Right on top here of the handlebars, right here, there's a little tab. You lift the tab up and push down at the same time. This locking mechanism comes out. If I turn it this way, here's the tab. You push this tab down and this part slides down. Now, you've got extra room, but you need a little more. So same thing on this side right here. It's just a bigger version. Tab in there, push down, one hand like, if I can do it, push down on the tab and down on the clip. Can be tricky if you've never done it before. Or doing it one-handed like I'm doing it right now. Oh, I think I got it. Yep. Bam. Take this apart. This part slides out from under here. Or you could take a pick and lift the tab up, and this part will slide out. Bam. Use a little pick, then just take it out. You don't want to lose that. So now we have a little bit more slack. Turn the bars. Bring the excess around the tank. Straight shot. Boom. Careful now. Set it aside. All right. We got the throttle tube off. The whole assembly is here. You don't have to finagle with anything down below. You don't have to touch nothing around the throttle body. You can. I've seen people take a towel and lay a towel over the gas tank and then undo the 2 screws here, the bolts on the bottom, pulling the bars up, then setting them down on the tank to give you more slack. But most chances you can do it like this with a little wire pull, and it's not too far off from where things originally came from. The next bit is a little cleanup. You want to just keep the handlebar, if it's got gunkies on it or whatever, you just want to keep that as clean as possible. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to grab a rag. See all that dust? That's from throttle jerking it. Nice and clean, nice little wipe. Wha-bam, wha-bam. Now it's onto the little throttle cables. Now you grab the throttle tube, give it a turn, give it a twist. It will come out like so. You want to get to the back side of the throttle here. There are 2 cables, but it's on a spring. As you give the throttle, the spring pulls the cable back, giving tension. When you let go of the throttle, that gives you that snap forward. The spring rolls you back forward. So you want to always have it snap back to the original direction. You don't want it to snap the other way and then blah, blah. Remember, you always throttle towards you. So if this is the top of the kill switch, you can't get confused. The top part is go, the bottom is to back off. Top for go, bottom, back off. The cable will come forward and you can unhook and pull it out. Okay? Just like that. Throttle tube and grip are now off the bike. You have your throttle and you have your return cable still on there. Set your old one aside. Put that in the parts cart. Grab your new universal grip. The grip itself, make sure it slides over. Now it's a little more different than stock, so you may have a little extra loosey-goose play in the throttle. That's normal because, again, it's universal. It just fits over the handlebars. This might be an issue because this is the stock, this is the aftermarket, and you can see size comparatively, one's bigger than the other. So we're gonna do the best we can and we'll see if this works. Well, I got both of the, don't think I can get it to fit. They're just too thick because the diameter of this ring here and the fat meatiness of these endpoints, I'm going to shave and cut all this out to get it to the closest I can to the stock size, and then it should work. So take the stock, put it on top, take a Sharpie, and I'm going to trace out the stock size, and that will let me know how much I actually have to cut. I don't know how well you can see, but this corner here, and it looks like 1/8 all the way around the tube in this corner here to get as close as I can to stock. You can use a razor blade and whittle your way through. In this case, that's a lot of material. I'm going to use a Dremel tool. Okay, so, bam. I put the throttle on the top, bottom on the bottom. These are the same size. They should. Where you going? Wop, wop, wop. You going nowhere. And we got ourselves a motherfucking grip, son. Okay, what did we learn? Right away. grind the shit out of it, make it to the same size as you can with stock. That will be your best luck getting it on. Get the grip on. Okay. 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 All right, screws. Long bolt in the front, short bolt in the back. Well, the hard part's done. I'm gonna go ahead and put my shit back on. Remember, the top one clipped and the bottom one. I'm gonna clip this one and this one, put it together. Okay, so when your grip is back on, you put on your 2 screws, the long one in the front, the short one in the back. Don't forget to plug in your 2 cables there for the electronic brake. Now we're gonna come on to the hell of a lot easier side, the just regular grip side. So we gotta get the grip off, eh? No problem, like we did before. Now, be careful. Screw here, screw here. Do not strip the screws. Do not strip the screws. The screws you shall not strip. Pushed up as hard as I can and go slow. This is 2 screw. How loose that is. The first one was on there like a mother. Whoa, long one in the back, short one in the front. It's opposite. When you take the grip off, okay, it runs flat up against this part, and this will help lock it in. However, they, from the factory, use glue. That's all in here. It is hard to take off. So what I do is I use my air compressor with a blowgun and push it on the end and blow it right out like this. Angle it right on the side here and blow and twist. Takes some finagling. You really gotta twist it, but that's the best way to take grips off that I've discovered. Now, you'll look. See how it's like peely? That's the grip glue. Grip glue is really cheap. The grip on that one obviously is held on by the throttle. However, this is just straight 1-inch bar. So the grip itself has to be glued on there. And grip glue is cheap. I'll put a link in the description below. Comes in a little tube, just like that. There's a little dimple here. There's a hole on the bottom of the grip where that dimple will fit into. Doesn't fit, doesn't fit, fit. Snaps in. That's where that goes. So that gives you your line and how far you want it to go. Okay, good. You can either have it match the throttle side or you can turn it to when you feel most comfortable. I like symmetry, so throttle there. Throttle there. Pretty good. I like that. What you can do, so you don't lose your position, take a Sharpie. Put a little line here and there. That way you know when you put the glue on, you twist and turn to get it right where you want it and both lines meet up proper. Grip comes off. You can clean the old grip glue on there, or you could just leave it on there because it adds more grit. Grip glue is very cheap, so if you want to use the whole thing, fine. You open the cap, poke the hole in the back side like you're opening toothpaste, and squeeze it on there. It's tacky. It's sticky, but it will peel off. So get yourself a good amount on there. Feel that you're pretty much covered. You can dab and draw depending. Find your line on your Sharpie mark right here. Find your Sharpie mark on the top. Just slip and twist. Bam. Meet right up. That's it. You're done. Let that cure. Doesn't take very long, only takes a couple minutes. That's it. That's all you have to do. There is a drying time. It takes anywhere between 5-10 minutes before you start riding. Just let it sit. If you want to help it along, you could use a little heat gun on there, a little heat action, but that's that. If it continues to slip after it cured for 5-10 minutes, pull it off and just douse it again. Add more. Use the whole tube, whatever. It's enough to hold it. I know you're not going to throttle on it, but when you shoot the air through, you'll be able to pull it right off, and then you can pick it off by hand. Wicks good, looks good, feels good. Hope you learned a thing or two. That's today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy your new grips. If you have any questions, let me know, but that's how you do it, all right? Enjoy the weekend, keep ripping, and peace!